President Donald Trump is just 2 months into his second term, and his administration has already taken heavy aim at Columbia on a number of occasions. Here's a rundown of how Trump's policies have impacted the university and added to ongoing campus turmoil since he took office in January. In his first 2 days in office, Trump issued 2 executive orders requiring federally funded institutions to terminate all diversity, equity, and inclusion practices or risk losing federal funding. In the following weeks, the university toned down its DEI-related language from several of its websites. Columbia Athletics removed its transgender inclusion policy from its website, following an executive order that threatened funding cuts for programs allowing transgender athletes to participate in women's sports. Aside from DEI policies, Columbia's ongoing student-led protests over the war in Gaza have garnered attention nationwide, with the university's handling of the protests becoming a heated subject of debate. Trump and many House Republicans have repeatedly labeled pro-Palestinian demonstrations as anti-Semitic, and have criticized the university's administration for not taking enough action to stop them. After threats to research funding circulated for the first several weeks of Trump's presidency, the Federal Task Force to Combat Anti-Semitism announced the cancellation of $400 million in federal grants and contracts to Columbia on March 7th. On March 13th, the Trump administration released a list of demands that must be met before funds can be restored, including a mask ban, granting arrest powers to public safety officers, and placing the Middle Eastern, South Asian, and African Studies Department under academic receivership. Columbia announced a new list of actions to meet the demands, which, according to Secretary of Education Linda McMahon, does not guarantee the restoration of funds, but puts Columbia, quote, on the right track. The university's acquiescence to demands prompted widespread condemnation from students and faculty, who have said that the move endangers students and threatens academic freedom on campus. Outside of the Columbia community, the New York Civil Liberties Union and the American Association of University Professors have criticized the university's decision. Trump's intensifying immigration policies have also played a key role in his dealings with Columbia. On January 29th, he issued an executive order that included measures targeting, quote, alien students and staff who reportedly engage in anti-Semitic activity. On March 8th, following reports of immigration and customs enforcement officers on campus, plainclothes agents arrested Mahmoud Khalil in university-owned housing. Khalil is a lawful permanent resident and a recent graduate of the School of International and Public Affairs, who was a lead negotiator for the Gaza Solidarity Encampment in April 2024. Khalil's arrest incited tremendous opposition from around the country, drawing lawsuits, petitions, and mass protests, including one inside the Fifth Avenue Trump Tower. In the weeks since Khalil's detainment, ICE agents have targeted multiple other pro-Palestinian protesters at Columbia. Reports have also emerged of Department of Homeland Security agents searching 2 student rooms in university-owned residences, including that of doctoral student Ranjani Srinivasan, who has since left to stay in Canada after her visa was revoked. Yunseo Chung, CC26, an undergraduate student, is also actively being pursued by ICE agents. A federal judge, however, ruled on Tuesday that the Trump administration could not deport her. As the situation continues to escalate, the university finds itself under constant scrutiny, both by the federal government and its own community. Trump-era policies have only added strain to an already tense atmosphere on campus, and the potential implications for American higher education are massive. To keep up to date with the rapidly evolving news cycle surrounding Trump and the Columbia administration, visit Spectator's website.